Bible says, fear not, I have redeemed you. I have called you by name and you are mine. It says, when you pass through the waters, I will be with you. Through the rivers, it will not overwhelm you. Then it says, when you walk through the fire, when it has to do with fire, you don't run. You walk through the fire. And I wish God would tell you, you only walk for 1 year. Sometimes you will walk for a long time. A long time. A lonely path that does not make sense. When Job was sitting down, ladies and gentlemen, do you know what it meant? If I were to interpret Job's situation, I would say this man must have been an evil man. Nemesis would have caught him. The world would say the law of karma has caught him. And that was a sincere man who sat down to the point that his last support. You know what it means when your wife looks at you and says, listen, you know I love you. We've been on this journey for a long time, but please, I prefer you dead so I can rest. If some naysayer is talking somewhere, you don't care, but now your wife. And Job said, though he slay me, though he slay me, yet will I trust him. Though he slay me. Some of you, your classmates will come and see you, and after 10, 20, 25 years of graduation, they are coming with their estates and their jeeps and everything, and you are there. They say, what are you doing now? And say, well, I'm a secretary in one church. And they just nod their heads and say, oh dear, if you need any help, please call my Nigerian office. I live in Dubai now. And there is a way people can say it that they rub it on your face, and you just stand there and say, God, what is this? If you have not gotten to this realm, it's because there's something you are not doing right. I assure you. If it is the road to destiny, you must meet this realm someday. No, these are not realms you pray away. You only pray for grace to pass through it. The journey of becoming only happens in that wilderness. The journey of becoming does not happen when you are taking coffee and sipping. No. It's a painful journey. For many years in your life, let me repeat it again. No matter the kind of leverage you have, if it is God you are seeking and his kingdom, there will be a level where nobody's sermon will really be able to matter to you again. You will have to be the preacher and the prophet of your destiny at that point. If it has not happened to you, I'm informing you ahead of time. Because for some of you, maybe you are about to enter that season. Remember what I taught you about trainings. You have been receiving the training of one who protects. So when you see warriors, you say, oh dear, I pity these people. Now you are about to begin the training of a warrior. Go to NDA and see how they train military men. Sometimes these men are asked to roll inside mud. You will say this is dehumanizing, but they are preparing them, and they kick them again. Yes, sir. I walk through the valley low, I fear no evil. By the waters still my soul, my heart will trust in you. My heart will trust in you. My heart, even when I don't trust in it, I can trust in you. Even when I no longer trust in the future. Do you know there are times people can ask you, how is that future? And sincerely, if you are to be honest, you don't even know what to say again. There are times people, are you still in the ministry? Will you still continue? If you are honest, there are times you don't have an answer. Hear the word of the Lord. When you cannot trust in it, trust in him. When the boat can no longer carry you, trust in the person who is sleeping in that boat. My heart will trust in you, Lord. My heart will lean on you. My heart will cry to you, Lord. My heart. Hear me. There are realms you get to where no matter how strong you are, your tears will not ask you again. It will come by itself. You will stand there courageous, sometimes maybe helping others through their storms. But there are times the tears will say, I've tried, I've waited for 5 years. It will have to come. Jesus, the miracle worker who raised others from the dead, on his way to becoming that King of Kings and Lord of Lords in experience, the Bible says he wept, he prayed. I wonder what he was saying. The Bible gives us a little, and it says he repeated it again. Father, if it be thy will. Let me tell you, there are times that this journey to destiny is very hard. Someone who came to marry you and he's not serious with God, you would have said yes. You would have married a wrong person, but you would have been free. You said no 10 years ago, until now 10 years later, and people will see you and say you are a stupid girl. You would have simply married that unbeliever. You stood expecting God to honor you, and it's 10 years now. What do you do when what people are saying about you is true? Though I walk through the valley, I'll fear no evil. By the waters still, my heart will trust in you. They warned you not to organize the crusade. They told you there is witchcraft within that territory, that if you organize that crusade, it can cost you your life. And you still went. Souls were saved. And on your way returning, there was an accident. How do you explain that? You stood on the crusade ground and you shouted and you told them Jesus heals. Let me tell you this. When what you believe is not yet your reality, here is what to do. Stand. 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 I'm prophesying, I'm not preaching. Some of you in the night while you are sleeping, you will hear the voice of this preacher again telling you, remember, God spoke through him. Stand. You are about to compromise. Stand. You are about to abort destiny, whereas heaven is clapping for you for your stamina and your endurance. Stand. 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 Politicians, stand. Man of God, stand. Remember, nobody has risen as a revivalist in your village. Stand. You are the one God is counting on. It is painful, but stand. Stand. Let me sing one song for you and then we'll wrap up. I will hold on through the storm. I will hold on to your word. My life will soon reveal you're the lifter of men, lifter of men. I will hold on through the storm, and I will hold on to your word. My life will soon reveal you're the lifter of men.